Hello, Donna here. I see all the time that you ladies are looking for ways to make a junk journal like this. Well, I've got good news. This is a boho junk journal, but it can be made as a vintage or a shabby chic style journal with no problem at all. And you can do this by just changing out the fabric and the papers. I'm online every day and I see a lot of beginners having troubles making their own junk journals. If you're frustrated with sewing in the pages either too loose or too tight, or you might even be having trouble with making every part of a journal, even worse, you don't get started at all. Does any of these issues ring true to you? If it does, I want to hear from you. Leave me a comment. I reply to everyone who chats with me here on my channel. I'm going to put a link in the description below because I have these 5 boho junk journals for sale in my website shop right now. And if you miss out on any of these journals, there'll be another link also in the description below that'll show you how you can go about making your own journals just like these. And it's exactly these journals. Or you might want to make a journal like this. You might want to make one like this. I'll even show you how to use a recycled cover and make one like this. All that info is in the description box below. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you these journals one by one. Before I get started, I'm just going to show you how the fabric on these work. The colors on this fabric is really beautiful. It's a little bit difficult for me to show you the colors under the camera here, but I'll give it my best. See this one here, when I turn it like that, it's got a lovely shine to it. If I turn it that way, it'll look one color. If I turn it that way, it changes color. See that? It is so pretty. See how it looks blue there and gold there? As soon as you move it around, it changes color. It is absolutely beautiful. Try and go a bit slower so you can see it. Right before your eyes, it changes colors and all these colors pop. So that is, these 3 journals here are the only ones in this color. All right, so that is journal number 2, 4, and 3. Journal number 1 is a sari silk, and journal number 5 is like a tapestry style fabric. All right, so let's get started. I'll show you through them. I'll show you number 1 first. Number 1, this one is sari silk. It's got some little dangles. These have been handmade, and the little tulip that is hanging off the side have been handmade out of the matching fabric. I've cut the fabric up and reappliqued this part here on the front cover. The covers are soft. All of the covers are soft on the whole 5 of them. They're plain on the inside. I've left these so that they can be journaled in. So what you can do is you can add to these journals. So if you want to add more, if you're a little bit creative, you can add pockets to them, or you can just leave them as they are. But there's definitely more room in them if you want to add more stuff. So this one's got a tulip theme throughout, as you can tell by the little tulips that I've made here for you. And just some fabric on the top of the little notepads. Tabs made of fabric on a few of the random pages. This little, I don't know, you wouldn't even call them coins, but this is off a dress of mine that I wore back in the 70s. and I've just kept them for all these years, and finally I've been able to use them. This is a dictionary page out of a vintage dictionary. I think I might spend a little bit more time on this first journal, and the other 4 I'll flip through a little bit quicker, or it will take me quite a while to get through them. They've got tea-dyed paper all the way through, and they are randomly put between vintage pages and digital printed pages. I've used gold trim, and these are a sticker trim. And there's a little bit of pinkish colour through the tea-dyed paper in some places. This is a bit of vellum, more of the gold sticker trim. There's a pocket here, and it's a pocket that way as well. The tulip theme throughout this particular journal is just beautiful. It's one of my favourites actually. This is a glassine envelope made into a pocket, so that's a notebook with the boho theme on the top, and it's just got a boho lady card. It's a playing card, and that just sits there. You can leave that closed or open. It's got a bit more of the gold trim coming through. That's another pocket just with a little button trim sitting there. It's not really anything. It can be used to journal on, but that can be just a placeholder as well. More of the tulip print back and front. This is a tulip page out of an old book. This is just acrylic paint that I've dragged across some paper. This is a boho paper that I fussy cut and made into a pocket. And this is like a fortune teller's card that I've put in there. That's an envelope that I've used as a page. There's a tab there with some more of the hippie style dangle on it. This is a flip over CD case, so you can open that up and put whatever you like in there. And that's just got the boho trim that matches the cover. Some more of the gold, more of that beautiful boho theme paper with some gold trim on it, and some old lined paper. And this is the tissue paper that I've used out of your Creative Studio box. More of the trim. This is one of the pages that I've made in one of my previous videos. Some coffee dyed paper. There'll be a mixture of coffee dyed and tea dyed. That's a different piece of a bit of sari. This is a piece of recycled vintage beading. This is a recipe out of my mum's collection of recipes. A double pocket there. That's an envelope that's been stenciled on, and just use the faux boho stamps on that one there. And this is an embroidery page that I've just put in the center here. Some more of the gold trim on here. Now on the flip side here, I've got a fold out coffee dyed page. There's a journaling page here. Very easy to open up and journal on. Very easy to close up. These are faux stamps. They can be ripped apart and stored back in the pocket. There's a bit of pretty fancy boho style trim here on the corner of the pocket. The opposite side of the tissue paper. Got a pretty fancy pocket here with a mini feather. This feather is from Tuesday Moriarty. She makes these. She's got the pattern available for these, but in the larger size. I just printed it out much smaller and decorated that up and trimmed it there on the corner. and just put a tiny little notepad in the pocket there. It's got the gold trim on the edge as well. And this one here is just a book page style pocket. It just is glued down from the back. You just open it up and you've got a couple of journaling pages on there. It's got another fortune telling card and a little glassine bag of goodies in there. And I made this like a pocket. More gold trim. And another little bead with a bee on it to match the cover. Pocket, another little journaling space here. The other side of the envelope, the other side of the book page. Another pocket, another fortune card, and that's just a pretty plain style pocket for adding things into. Another pocket there with a tiny little booklet in the pinks to match the tulip theme. This is a envelope style pocket with some beautiful transferring and distress ink smudging on that. There's a video on how to do that as well, and I'll just put a boho lady image in there just to show it's a pocket. More journaling space, lots of journaling space throughout this book. The other side of the dictionary page, and we've come to the back. Again, it's a beautiful journal. And this one is number 1. Now I'm going to flip through number 2 a little bit quicker this time. Number 2, we've got the tulips again. We've got the bead trim here on the side. These have been hand sewn in. All of the signatures have been hand sewn in. They've all got one signature. The beads are different on all of them. This one here's got the dictionary page, and of course you know how dictionaries work. There's only one page in each dictionary. So this one here happened to have the picture of the gypsies. So that's at the front. Same again, we've got that pocket that folds out with the journaling space on it. And the feather on this, I've done feathers throughout them all, but they're all different. So you'll get a different look on each one with the fortune telling card. And that one is a paper bag for a page with an old note sheet in there. This one just folds out. I've done a little bit of different in some of them, but you know, like not all of them are identical, but mostly. So we've got a triangle there. You'll see a little peek of a fan here. My mum stamped this fan and she done some gold embossing on that, and it's just so pretty in real life. And I just fold that there so that you've got some journaling space there. And when you've got it folded like that, it just gives a little bit more interest there, and you've got the back of the fan just showing up there. Vellum. We've got a pocket, more pockets, pretty much the same as the first one with a different theme of the paper. We've got a little found charm there with some old bead on there. This is a page out of the Australian Women's Weekly, 1973, and it's about fortune telling. We've got a little tab there, tissue paper that I've just recycled off some sewing and just stamped all over. Journaling, more of the gold trim. This is just a little tag that you can make interactive and have it swinging if you like on the page. You can have it there, or you can get your little string there and tie it in. It's got all got little tiny bits of decoration here, there and everywhere. Another fussy cut pocket with a little notepad. More gold trim. Another flip out page that's a CD flip out. And these little things, these are pockets too, by the way. I forgot to mention in the first one. So you've got a pocket in the CD and a pocket here. We've got pockets at the back here. And we've got a flip out card here. Journaling space. Pockets, that's a matching little empty pocket there for you to use. A tea-dyed paper serviette. Some beautiful feather with a gold trim on the edge of the page. And you've got some gold trim on this print page. Journaling space. Another one of the fold out journaling pages. An envelope, and we've got some faux boho stamps in that, and a little bit of trim on the inside of the stitches here, just some old beads that I've thread on the bottom. Got a little folder just in the boho theme with a Tim Holtz mini paper clip, dot grid paper, lots of journaling space, lots of little beads. That's another bead that I've used the matching fabric and just wire wrap that one. More pockets. And that page I've made as a page of the boho faux stamps. This is just a pull-out journaling card that can be journaled on. More pages, the vintage page. This is the recycled envelope with the deli paper stenciled on the top. And a little pocket there with a pocket in the pocket. And just some fabric on the top of the little notepads. More gold trim on everything. Another envelope with the faux boho stamp. And the paper bag pocket. And the last page being the old vintage dictionary. And the blank page at the back. Like I said, they're all soft fabric. So that's number 2. Now we've got number 3. It's got a removable tassel on the spine. All the little charms on here as well. It's got a nice soft, it's the softest out of all of them. There's a little bit of wadding in this one. It's got an envelope at the front that's got the boho lady on there with a bit of lace trim, and that can be used as a pocket with, I'll get this out of the way, with some journaling space there. I'm going to start really flipping through a bit quickly now because we're really starting to get into the repeat. Got a pocket here using a paper bag. The pockets again. More pockets with some beautiful trim here. That pocket stops there. It's just a short little pocket. Something a little bit different. Deli paper. vellum with the gold on it, hand sewn into the middle. That one says travel. Made the envelope into a journaling page at the back here. This one is lovely too. That is number 3. If you would like that one, head on over to the website, and that one's only one available. Well, this is number 4. This one has no dangles on the side if you just like it nice and plain. So we start off with the fussy cut pocket at the front and the fabric trim right here. It's sitting on an envelope, which is the pocket at the front. This one here, I've got the little pocket, instead of it being glued in, it's a removable one. So you can just open that up, and it's still got the little journaling space there, but it just hangs off the side of the page. It's got a Tim Holtz tiny paper clip on there, the coffee dyed lace paper, and some vintage dangles. Got the lovely little feather for a pocket and some vintage dictionary page. It's got Gypsy here, and I've put a tiny little gold dot right there beside the Gypsy. Another little empty pocket for you to use however you like. Got a couple of little gold trims on the end of the threads here. Gold trim here. Plenty of journaling space again. Deli paper with the feathers on it. Double layer of the doilies with some little gold trim on the threads here on the button. Just a little boho card trim there. And some vintage bead. And the vellum joined paper trim. Beautiful tulip on the paper page. More lovely hand cut edging. We're in the center, and I've got some vellum paper in the center page, and this one's got a clip on it, and that's our journaling page, just decorated with some of the tulip paper on the top and decorated on the top here, just to give this one a little bit of variation to the others. This one says lucky. More hand cut trim. There's some beads on the edge of this thread here that's been dangling off this tab. Tulip page. Lots of journaling space. We've got some washi on these pages here, a little gold butterfly. It's just got a sticker on this one. We all have our song to sing. A fussy cut pocket with a fortune card. It says Soul Tree. Another flip out CD case with a pocket here. The matching tab trim. Lovely big pocket here. Pair of matching pockets here. Stenciled envelope. And we've got another flip out here. This one's a little bit different to the others, and it just sits there like that. It's backed onto a paper bag type page that has a pocket at the top. And we've got the recycled envelope with the deli paper on top here. And we finish off with a pink envelope at the back and a soft cover. So that's number 4. Number 5, this one is a tapestry type fabric, and it is actually called Boho, the fabric, and it's been trimmed very roughly, intentionally on the inside, just to give it that grungy look. And we've got an envelope starting off at the front. It's a little more colourful, this one, than the others, in a different way. And having the envelope over the front of this just settles that down a bit, but you get that lovely pop of colour when you open the envelope up. Got the folder there, got the corners cut out on this page here. The vintage dictionary, the faux stamps page, got the hand punched page edge trim, journaling pages, the tea stain doily, more journaling pages, paper bag pocket page, some lovely blue trim instead of the gold in this one, and I've used blue paper pages in this one and punch trimmed the corner. This one's got a lovely feather just sitting on the page. More of the fabric trims here. This one has a charm and it says wonder. Like the gypsies, they do a bit of wondering. This one's got the journal page that pulls out and another fortune telling card, grounding, deli paper, the see-through page, pocket, the flip out CD, another vellum page. This is the center page and it pulls out to be quite big. Glassine envelope with another meditation fortune telling card and another envelope and the matching pockets with the gold trim. Some of the old jewelry off my dress. Another page paper edge trim and the recycled envelope with the deli paper on the top, deli paper page, more pockets here with some lovely gold trim on the edge. This is a Tim Holtz, well, I forget what these ones are called. The other side of the blue paper, paper bag, And I'm getting really flippy right now. And the dictionary page and the blue page with the final envelope at the back, just with a bit of stamping on it. That's actually digital stamping. I put that through my printer. So that's the final fabric one. Now, if you would like one of these journals, they are available on my website. If you happen to miss out on one, just check the link below to see how you can make your own. I'm Donna. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.